So man, when Callaway sends you a new set of irons, so you're at home, you get a box shows up,
Yeah.
you unbox it, obviously you're gonna shoot a video and tag Callaway about your new irons. But I wanna know, I wanna be in your head, I want the progression of you get a new set of irons, the first thing you do when you set it down, where does your eye go, where does your head go? Just tell me a little bit about when you get a new iron, what you're looking at.
Yeah, so the first thing would probably be obviously how it looks, and it looks very nice. This iron has, I feel like, a tiny bit of offset, which for me, it kind of, I don't know, there's something comfortable looking at it on the ground. And then you just go and hit balls. I mean, there's nothing too serious, too much about it. You just go out and hit balls and see how it, you know, the turf interaction, that's probably a big key too. Especially for me, because I can get a little bit too steep on the ball, and it's nice to, you know, have the club kind of bounce back at you, and yeah, that's something that I work on, trying to not be too steep on it. So
visuals, there's not a ton you're going to look at, but mainly offset and just that it's aesthetically pleasing on the ground. And
exactly.
That checks the boxes.
Yes.
Yep.
So right, yeah, it's right now. I mean, it's like going through the ground really nice and has a nice, very good sound to it. So it ticks a lot of boxes.
Yeah, it was going to be the second part. Was the, you know, we passed the looks test. Now we go to the golf course, and now we want to see performance. So you hit a couple balls with a new set of irons. In this case, these X Forged. What are you looking at? Like, is it height? Is it curvature?
I think it's just a mixture of everything. I mean, you know, hit a few balls and see the dispersion, but also, you know, the feel, the sound. When it passes that test, then you start, you know, going out on course and hitting shots, and you know, you can do that, or you can do that on the range as well. Like hit fades and draws and see how it comes out. And
because these are pretty unique for Callaway, you know, we got this pre-worn sole, and that was a big thing that came from tour was turf interaction. So having a blade that had some sole width, but then also it can't have so much sole and bounce that you guys play on firm turf, so it starts to get bouncy. But when you have all that pre-wear, you can get down in the ground, it can exit smoothly. And when it exits smoothly, then the ball speed is going to stay up. You're not going to get any weird interaction of twisting and turning.
Exactly. I mean, I let you guys do all that, and I just hit the ball, so.
So you got a 7-iron there. What's your normal carry yardage?
It is about 175 meters, which is close to, what's that, 190, 192? But in sunny Vegas, the altitude, so it's going about 200 yards. It's been very consistent, so all I've been seeing is 200 on the monitor, so.
So you've had some of these X4s in the bag for a while now, and the unique thing is we're launching these irons at a time where they've been in play on tour. You know, LPGA, it's the predominant iron in play, and on the PGA Tour, we have several guys that are using them. Europe, ton in play over there. They were originally designed in the Asian markets, but then with the crossover of tours, people started seeing them, they loved them, we brought them over, now we're gonna bring them to everybody in the US. What would you recommend if somebody, you know, a good golfer goes into the store? Why should they choose this iron over something else? The
reason I use them is because, you know, I want height on my ball. You know, played on firm surfaces, and I needed to hit the 4 and 5 iron. And I think that's a kind of a big, you know, especially into par 5s, like we need long irons into there. So, you know, par 5s are scoring holes, and especially when you get on tough courses, those are the scoring holes, and you need to make birdie. So. For me, it was just a launch. Like I just wanted to get it up high.
So longer irons, you saw a higher apex, which made it come down at a steeper angle, which makes it easier for you to get to tucked pins.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, you don't want it to come down like a stinger. Which sometimes it did for me. So I found something that, you know, that's pretty consistent and goes up in the sky.
Who's more accurate with their X Forge, you or your sister?
Definitely my sister. I'm just hanging around. She's a machine. She's like a robot. If you wanted to test some irons, you just give them to her, and then she could do all the numbers for you.
I mean, you're not too bad yourself.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I mean, going back to, I mean, you just hit 2 irons in a row. They had the exact same spin. It's 71, 75. So that's a testament to a good golf ball. That has a very tight spin window and also good irons.
Yes, exactly.
All right, 7 irons working.
Yep.
We got a nice tight spin window. Let's see that 4-iron.
All
We
right.
talked a little bit about why you use the 4-iron, what it does for you, and having higher apex and coming down softer.
Yes.
What's carry number for this typically?
10 meters, so what's that, 230. I think it will come out a bit faster in Vegas weather.
And just for the people at home, he did say 230 yards on a 4-iron.
That is, yep, 237.
237 in Vegas.
Yeah, that was really nice. That was where I would want my 4-iron to go. That was nice and high and straight.
Does sound and feel, like, do you ever dive into that at all? Because we have made some irons with different materials that aren't as soft as the forged. Is there a feel that you have that you prefer, or is it just however it flies, if it does what you want it to, or do you have a preference?
Yeah, there's definitely, you know, a sound factor to it. You know, like, I think it's more prominent in like a driver. You know, you don't want it to sound, you know, kind of strange, and you want it to sound, you know, good. But the irons are, you know, especially when you get on different surfaces, soft, hard, you do want it to sound good, because when you do that, you get that instant feedback of, yeah, you hit it good or you didn't hit it good. So, yeah, I mean, it's a balance, you know. Obviously, if it's amazing and it doesn't sound as good, you still, you know, you go on the performance side. But I think if you can get results and sound, I think it's a great combination. So,
because that solid forged body and the X-Forged does have just such a nice buttery feel to it.
Exactly.
It's just,
yeah, you just want that instant feedback. I think you do. Like, it's, you know if you've flushed one. That sounded better.
That was the sound. I do like the apex on these. You can definitely tell, like, if you were hitting to a back right pin, you're not worried about it bouncing along. All right, guys. Well, we're here with Minwoo Lee. He's been cooking up some pure X-Forged irons. He's known as a chef. I'm just Johnny. But we'll see you on the course.